So what's up YouTube, this is Max from L10 Productions, and today I'm starting the Micro Brick Battle Tactics series, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to be part of session 1, which is talking about individual tanks. So right now we're going to be discussing light tanks kind of separately, just kind of on their own and working together with other tanks. So on their own, these can be acting as spotters for artillery or SPGs. You have these behind some sort of wall or type of protection, and then because some, if not most, of these light tanks have really high movement points, they can move really far ahead into your opponent's territory and then sight a bunch of vehicles or artillery emplacements, and then have all of your SPGs and artillery pieces take those other vehicles and artillery emplacements out, and that's okay if they get destroyed, like one of the first strategy videos, which was the defender setting up their tanks in such a position that they were meant to be destroyed, so then when they were knocked out, your opponent could not actually get through to complete their objective with destroying whatever was behind the knocked out tanks. So you can use that to your advantage, where you send quite a few of your vehicles up and then have them act as spotters, but at the end of the movement phase, before the attack phase, you set them up in such a way so that the next turn you can move in other artillery emplacements and SPGs behind that wall of knocked out tanks. That just served two purposes. Now, on their own, light tanks aren't very helpful because, other than the previous listed uses, they don't provide much firepower, so they mostly work best when swarming a vehicle. You could have three. I guess anything that's three or more would be the best. Two would work relatively well, but three or more is optimal, because they can come up and they can all select this one to attack, or another heavy one, or two, or three, or whatever, if they had a clear line of sight, so that they have 3 rolls for that one, 3 rolls for that one, and 3 rolls for that one, so that they each get a turn just in case one or two of them fail to successfully knock out one of your opponent's tanks. You always have more than 1 or 2 options. Now, kind of going along with the second use, they work really well with heavier tanks, just to provide protection. You can move them in and kind of place them around the heavier tank so that they can provide extra fire, but also to provide protection just in case they get knocked out. It doesn't have to be directly in front of them, but to, place protection from the sides so that you can allow your heavy tank to still move up, but to provide protection from these sides once they're knocked out, to just give it a little more of a chance to move on to complete the objective. Now, I think I've almost covered all the uses, but there's quite a few other ways you can use the high movement points to your advantage. You can use it to move far ahead, to take out light artillery emplacements, or other light tanks. Even if you just have 1 or 2 that move ahead every turn, you can use those to your advantage to try and clear out as much as you can, even if you can't take care of the heavier things that can be left up to the heavier tanks. Or like the first use where you use them as spotters, you can use it to try and take out the other light vehicles or artillery emplacements, and then just act as a spotter for your artillery emplacements and SPGs to try and take out the heavier things. Even if you are not able to take out the heavier things, it still provides a very well-needed head start, so that when you move up your medium to heavy vehicles, you don't have to worry about the small items. They've already been taken care of by your small items, and you can just take care of the medium and heavy things with your medium and heavy things. And if you have a few extra light vehicles left, then you can use those to your advantage as well, moving further ahead, swarming, and acting as spotters. Alright, so that's all I've got for you for today's video. I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you a few ideas. Let me know down in the comment section below if I was forgetting anything, or if you thought of anything else that light tanks could be useful for. And next week, I will have the first episode for the Micro Brick Battle Tournament. Me and my brother are going to be putting it together, so I will see you then.